This is the Tarot and Oracle forecast reading for the week of 31st of July 2017. If you would like a personal or private reading or one of my absolutely brilliant all-time favorite soulmate readings, you can contact me at theoracletimes@gmail.com, or you can book a reading via the website. I will also put the links in the description box below. I'm going to do a day-by-day account of the week for you. This is a general forecast for all star signs. It's the overarching energies. I'm going to start with your angel messages, in other words, those key concepts to think of this week. And you will see that they are compassion, transformation, and power. I think the compassion this week is with yourself. Be kind to yourself this week. Understand that you are just a human and you are dealing with life in the best way that you possibly can. And you're not always going to be hugely successful at it. You're not always going to get it right. It's not always going to work out the way you want to. And that's actually perfectly okay this week. And I think if you can take that attitude with yourself, you will see a major transformation happening within yourself. And with that transformation comes power. It's an unusual passage this week because it's in allowing yourself to feel that you aren't perfect. You won't live up to expectations. Life's not going to live up to expectations. And it's not a pessimistic outlook. It's just things are not always going to be perfect. And when you accept that, then you will find the power in the here and the now. The overarching energy for this week is that of faith. Just have faith that no matter what happens this week, you're going to come out the other side of it better than when you started the week. Even though it may not seem like it at times, and even at the start of this week, you actually cannot see the light at the end of that tunnel. Know that it is in fact there and waiting for you. Just keep the faith this week. That's going to be the biggest thing to do. Now, if we have a look at Monday, you'll see you get the Two Swords card. That to me is always a heart versus mind decision. So on Monday, everybody's going to be facing a decision where their heart is telling them to do one thing and their mind is telling them to do another. I'm very much for the heart decision. It's going to be entirely up to you which one you choose. I always prefer the heart decision. Tuesday, you get the Stardust card, and that's also about the faith. So once again, you're going to be reminded, just keep the faith. You've done the homework, you've done the hard work, the universe is bringing in their part. Keep the faith, keep in your heart, keep that faith, knowing that things are going to work out for the best for you. Just trust that. Then you see Wednesday, you get the Web of Life. So it says just keep doing what you're doing. Keep plugging away at it, keep plugging away at it with that faith in your heart, knowing that you are busy building towards that great something in your life that will make you happy or content, or that you're striving for. You can't see the end result now, but know that every little bit of effort that you make is working your way towards it. On Thursday, just a little bit of caution to be aware of an illusion that you might be living under. So even though we have the faith and even though we follow what our heart says we must do, just know that sometimes we do strive for something we know is actually just not meant for us. And by Thursday, you're going to know what that is. You'll be very clear on that. You're going to see it very clearly. Then on Friday, you're asked to have a brave heart. In other words, Friday, you're going to need to step into those big shoes of yours, and you're either going to have to ask for something, say something, or make a decision which requires bravery from your heart. It could be a relationship. It could just be saying something. It could be taking an action. It normally has to do with relationships. So this is probably something that's been building up over some time that needs to be said, that needs to be done. And Friday, you're going to be needing to do it. Definitely, the day will have arrived. Then Saturday, you get disguised blessings, and I think that's probably because Friday you made that move. You said what had to be said, you did what had to be done, and it turns out to be a blessing in disguise. As much as it required great bravery from you, and it probably had you facing up to some kind of illusion, Saturday you realize, well, facing up to it, squaring up to it, taking the action was actually brought about something which you may not even have anticipated, but it's truly wonderful. Sunday you get the spring card. So that's probably why you had to keep the faith this week. Because on Sunday, you start to see the blossoming of something new. You start to see that new life, that new situation, that new relationship, that new project, that new idea start to develop. The glimmer of it starts to show. The spring card is always about you. You've been going through a passage, a rite of passage, basically. You've been going through trials, you've been going through tribulations, you've been tested, you've been challenged. And now you're starting to see the blossoming of whatever it is that emerges from this time of challenge. Right, I do hope that you enjoyed that reading. Thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing. And to those of you that have purchased this deck that Helga and I created, thank you so much. I will put a link in the description box below for those of you that would like to purchase the deck. And also, as you will have seen, you can order that soulmate reading of mine, which is absolutely wonderful. There will be a link in the description box below too.